Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with GEC NASCAR. We're going to be out here at Bristol Motor Speedway for 250 insane laps. You got me, Crush, up in the booth. We got a couple other guests that we got up here tonight, and that is going to be Sir Hunter Bolts in the 37 from the Truck Series, and we also have lost our other guy, but that's all right. Bolts, how we doing tonight?
That's going good. Getting ready for some green flag racing here in Bristol.
Well, and as we have seen on last Tuesday's race, they experienced quite a few issues, a lot of patience to complete that race, but finally somebody did wind up coming out on top in that. Hughes, actually, I believe, won that race, and it was a bitter fight to the end, but they accomplished it, and man, can't wait until we can see what these guys can do tonight.
Yeah, that truck race was insane. You know, for me, it was starting in the back and trying to work my way up, and it was caution after caution. So we'll see how tonight goes. I hope it's not like how the truck race went, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, and we can see that there isn't as much sliding out on the track, but there is a little bit of contact from slowing down and people not knowing the line as much. But man, I really hope that we're going to be able to push through it all and have a great race tonight with a bunch of green flag laps.
Heck yeah. I'm excited for it.
So as we come down...
Kind of run off that turn, man. You come up through.
Yeah, I was just about to apologize myself.
All right.
Good thing is we didn't.
Sorry about that. Garrett Caswell is going to be up in the booth with us too, the number 17, man. How's it going tonight? Nope, not a copy. That's all right. So we'll go over last week's win and podium standings, guys. Winner last week is going to be Bryce Fontaine coming out and taking it home at Daytona. Hell of a race out there. They fought really, really hard. Won a lot of green flag. Really, really amazing to see. And he went ahead and just took it home, punched his first ticket, or punched his ticket early for the playoffs. So we can expect to see him locked in. Justin Harris in P2. First time out with GEC NASCAR and catching a podium definitely was one of his high points, especially at Daytona with all the battling out there, all that competition. P3 was Dustin Haynes, a veteran from GEC, coming out every single week, putting down a lot of laps, just doing a hell of a job, and can't wait to see what he has got going on tonight. As we get into a little bit of the point standings, guys, as you already can tell, Bryce Fontaine and Haynes are going to be up in the top three. That's going to leave Joseph Barrow in that fourth spot. He came home in fourth at Daytona last week. Josh Barr is in the fifth. Jason Bombard's going to be the sixth. Klaus Brahm in that seventh spot. Mason Tomlinson is going to be in eighth, and Chad Ashley in ninth. A little bit of a shake-up tonight because a couple of those drivers actually are not going to be in the race. So we're going to see a little bit of a change. Looks like Bombard is here out there putting on some qualify laps as we speak. New driver with us tonight is going to be the 96 of Justin Openchowski. Great guy. Met him several times. Been in a league with him. Can't wait to see what he's got to perform out tonight. Bristol is going to be a great opening race for him, and really excited for him tonight. So guys, as we always do, we have a segment called Who's Your Pick? So, Bolts, who you got for tonight? Oh, well, we'll go ahead. Garrett, who you got for tonight, buddy?
This is really tough. I really can't decide. I'm gonna go with our fourth place finisher from last week at Daytona. I've raced with him in the truck series. I think he Barrow, I believe.
Joseph Barrow?
Or no, who took fourth last week? I'm sorry.
Joseph Barrow did.
Yeah, Joseph Barrow. I'm gonna give it to Barrow. He seems like I don't know how much I've personally raced with him, but it would be really great to see Barrow win.
Barrow's a really great guy. He's been with GEC since day one. One of the most amazing drivers we've ever met. Two-time champion, actually. Coming in fourth last week, did an amazing job. Last season really wasn't his, but I'm looking forward to seeing everything he's actually got this week. So Barrow is a good top contender to pick, and I'm sure he will appreciate you picking him. We also got Walter up here, the 00. Walt, how we doing tonight, brother?
Yeah, we're doing better than we were Tuesday night, that's for sure. That truck race was grueling.
I know it was brutal, man, but a lot of patience, but you guys actually made it through the whole thing. Really looking forward to seeing what these guys can do here tonight. Hopefully, you know, they won't need as much patience because we're going to get it some more green flag laps, fingers crossed. But yeah, here at the Down and Out 133, we got 250 laps. Last Tuesday, we only had, 100 laps in the truck, so this is going to be a significant amount more than what the trucks actually ran. But these drivers are on a little bit of a different level, so I'm hoping that they're going to be able to perform like they are. It's going to be a lot of... Yeah, well, and it's really ultimately it's going to come down to throttle in and throttle out. You got to know when to let off the gas. You got to know when to get into the gas. If you let off too late, you're going up the track. If you push in too late, you're going around. So you really got to be careful. And you could even go around coming in too hot. So you got to be careful both ways, and it's going to be really challenging to navigate with this many drivers. We have 27 drivers on the track tonight, so it's really going to be crazy to see how these guys are going to mingle out on the track.
For sure.
But
So I'm going to make my pick tonight.
Yep, please
I'm
do.
Go with the number 71 of Kenneth Gauman. He was really fast here last year in the trucks. He just really runs well on the short tracks, and I think he picks up his first cup win tonight.
I don't disagree. Gallman is a great driver. He's a veteran of GEC, 2 seasons actually, multiple wins in the Truck Series, actually a Truck Series champion from last season. So I'm really, really stoked to see him in the Cup Series. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be rounding out for the qualifying. They should be starting to grid up here soon. As soon as they grid up, we'll go ahead and kick it off with our national anthem, and then we'll get to green flag racing here at the Down and Out 133 at Bristol, hosted by GEC NASCAR. But I really think these guys are going to do an amazing job, and we're in for a hell of a show. But yeah, as we've seen last season, Bryce Fontaine coming in at the end of the season, taking a few wins, able to help his buddy out by, just pushing him to a championship. And in all honesty, they worked really great together, so they decided to form their own team this season, coming out here and just doing a hell of a job. I'm not sure if Hanneman's actually in the race tonight. I'm hoping he is, but it doesn't look like he is going to be accompanying us tonight. Really unfortunate to see, because I'm telling you, those guys are a great team.
Yeah, I don't see Hanneman in there, and I also don't see... Oh yeah, Fontaine's other teammate Kern is in there. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting one tonight for sure. It's going to go fast. I mean, the laps around here go so fast. If they can get, 30 to 50 green flag laps in between cautions, this thing's going to click off really quick.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how they're going to handle these restarts. Obviously, a little bit of separation. We're not going to see as much contact, but the restarts are really going to be key on keeping these green flags. They're just going to have to take it easy right there in the beginning. You can't just mash it and expect to get 5 spots off the jump. You're never going to win this race, even before the second stage. So you really got to be careful and make sure, because you got that one fast repair and that's it. If I get damaged, I'm trying to fix that damage. There's no way that I'm going to be able to use that fast repair as early as stage 1 or maybe even stage 2 and still be able to make it to the end. But as we all know, you can obtain a little bit of damage and still be fast at Bristol. So,
oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, as long as the car is still handling decent, you're not worried about the damage, and you're going to try to fix it under your caution stops and get it in and out. I will tell you, this double long pit lane is pretty tricky. The other night that definitely caused some problems for a few guys. So it's really, you're going so fast around this place and your lap times are so quick. It's really easy to forget where you are on the track and come in at the wrong spot.
Yeah, so there were a lot of incidents with unsafe pit entry, unsafe pit exit. There wasn't a lot of speeding on the pits, just more of those two. And that really hurt a lot of the drivers for Tuesday night's race. We're really hoping not to see a lot of that. We went specifically over that in the drivers meeting, so I hope these drivers really know to get down underneath that blue line. You cannot touch that blue line coming across pits. If you do, it's an immediate unsafe pit entry or exit, and you know, right there, if you try to get it cleared, that's your DQ. So we want to make sure we limit as many DQs as possible. Plus, we had 24 incident points before you're DQ'd from points. So we really got to be careful for that. They warned them for that as well. So these guys know, hey, I got 250 laps. I only have 24 incident points that I can use. So they really got to use those just as sparingly as they do the fast repair.
For sure.
These drivers should be gridding up any moment.
Yeah, I think I heard the announcement to drivers to your cars, so they should be getting strapped in and getting ready to go.
Bristol's an amazing track. Obviously, you know, it's just extremely hard to navigate. They did a rework on it, and I guess it made it a little bit more slippery. So I'm expecting to see some self slides more than I see any kind of contacts. But it does look like these guys are starting to grid up. So we are going to go ahead and kick off with our national anthem here in a moment. Thank you again for all showing up to tonight's race, and we'll see you out on the track.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live on the track. It looks like Shane Cochran was able to take that front spot in that qualify. Lynch is going to be on the outside. Gallman's right behind, which followed up by Chad Ashley. This is going to be a really exciting race. Let's see how these guys do this restart. As we know, we come around for 2 laps on these short tracks, and then the pace car will drop in for the Geico restart zone, and we will be green flag here at the down and out 133 at Bristol. Pace car's off the track. We're heading to the Geico restart zone. Green flag's out. Shane Cochran with a heck of a jump. 33 going to stay on that outside for right now. Looks like he's going to be riding that upper part of that lane up there. Good idea on his part, because it's really going to save on those tires. I think you get a little bit more grip coming out of there.
And we have a caution.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened. Like I said, I believe we're probably going to see some self spins. No, and that was just people coming in too deep, unfortunately. It looks like they were able to maintain it pretty good. The 89 came down into the 92 a little bit, unfortunately. And that is what's going to cause that right there. 66 and the 29 also caught up in that. Hopefully they don't have too much damage. Let's go ahead and go back live real quick and see what's going on. Cochran's still going to be up front with Lynch behind him. Kenneth Gallman now in 3rd place. Chad Ashley in 4th and Chris Campbell in 5th. Not expecting the early one, but let's knock the cobwebs off this and get back to green flag racing. These guys are good at what they do, and I expect to see that tonight.
No, I just lost connection to everything.
That's alright. You should be able to jump back in, no worries, and get right back to going again. As we are about to, these guys are going to cross this line, go double file, back to the Geico restart zone on the next lap after this.
Be interesting to see if Cochran decides to stay down to the inside here, or if he's going to jump to the outside on the restart. Looks like he's staying to the inside. The other night in the truck race, the outside lane definitely seemed to be the favorite lane for the leader.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot of people were maintaining that outside lane, but it just had a lot more speed and less slickness, in my opinion. I even went out there and ran in the cups last night, and I'll tell you, that top line or that mid line just seemed like the place to be.
Yeah, it definitely seems like you can carry a little more speed, and you know, there's a little more forgiving up there high. When you're down low, if you're just a touch too early on the gas, you're going around.
Green flag is back out. 86 is going to be getting a nice little jump. 33 is going to be on the coattails, but 71 is right behind the 33. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got some racing. A lot of the drivers deciding to stay up top. They're going to be starting to sort out now. 77 down low with the 41 above him. Looks like those guys are able to maintain it pretty well. We got a car, looked like a car was down on the bottom of the track down there. Did you see that?
No, I missed that.
Oh, the 8 up into 77. 77 up into the wall. We got another slide behind him. No caution. Caution is out. That looked like that was going to be on the 8. 8 just came in and smashed him from behind, unfortunately. Well, I wouldn't say smashed him. I don't think he's seen him. And that's going to be involving a couple different drivers, unfortunately.
It might be on me. I don't know if he came down on me or
66 went around. I think he was trying to anticipate that crash. He tapped the 7-7, rolling across the track into the 89 and the 23 and the 92.
Oh, and then the 89 just sliding in there.
Yeah,
This is where it's so easy to rack up those points. You know, you're not even barely touching somebody, but you're picking up a 2x here, 4x there, and next thing you know, you're pushing that 24-point barrier.
Yeah, that gets scary this early in the race. 250 laps.
Man, I thought the truck race was tiring. I feel bad for these guys. 250 laps of Bristol. Goodness.
Yeah, they have a little bit more of an endurance aspect to focus on, but they also have the 2 stages. I got a good feeling that these guys are going to work it out pretty soon, I'm hoping. But as we go take a look at the Cup Series schedule. So after Bristol, we got Darlington, which is an amazing track, one of my favorite tracks of all time. Las Vegas, Sonoma Raceway for our road course for the season. Charlotte, Richmond, Kansas, Talladega, and then Dover. And that's going to finish out our regular season. Going into the playoffs, our playoffs are going to be Iowa Speedway, Atlanta Motor Speedway, North Wilkesboro, Michigan, and then we're going to Homestead. We do have an all-star race in the middle of somewhere. We're not sure if we're going to do full all-star race just for the Truck Series and the Cup Series. But we are double file restart, guys, and lights are off the pace car. We're about to go green flag racing at Bristol. Pace car's off the track. Back to the Geico restart zone. Cochran, the 86, huge jump. He knows what he's doing in that restart zone. Going to be able to gain some distance on the 71. 71's got a little bit of an issue with the 33 right down low, not giving up.
There's last week's winner, Fontaine, worked his way all the way up to 3rd spot already.
He's definitely going to be one to watch out for. He is an amazing driver and can definitely
we
take
got a
home
battle.
win.
A battle for the lead here.
Looks like 98 was in the wall back there. And we have a caution. That is going to be with the 98 and somebody else. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at Aaron Yancey and see what happened. Well, that last accident did not look good.
Oh!
48.
That's a brutal
Down.
hit.
Oh, the 8 just smashes the 48 and the 7. I think that is going to be it for the 8. He is going to have too much damage. He's going to need to go in and try to get that fixed if possible. But it does look like that was going to be on the 48 coming down into the 98 of Aaron Yancey. Now, some of these drivers have already used that fast repair. That is going to be a dangerous situation here at Bristol because there's so much racing to go. You got drivers passing other drivers in the pit lane. I'm not sure if they're going to get black flagged for that. But the 86, he's going to be in. Shane Cochran. No, Shane's going to be on the track. That was the 98. Sorry. Not what you wanted to see this early, but again, let's hopefully they're just shaking it off. They're going to make it a bunch of green flag laps. I know it. These guys are... What's that?
Looks like Yancey used his fast repair there. Whitehead seems to be trying to get his fixed just under the caution here. Maybe lose a lap, get that lucky dog, and get back.
Well, and that's the ultimate goal, is to see how much of that damage you can get fixed. But the unfortunate part of Bristol, it's so dang short. You don't have that kind of time where you would as Daytona, where you can get 2 minutes fixed. But again,
yeah,
go ahead.
With the pit lane the way it's set up too, like a lot of other tracks, you can come in, you can do 10 seconds worth of work, 15 seconds worth of work, and you jump right out. You get the speed around, catch back up to the back of the pack. And you can dive back in. You can do that 2 or 3 times and stay on the lead lap. You're just not able to do that here with this pit lane setup.
No, not at all. And as we go back to the restart, 71 jumps out and takes it. Kenneth Gallman with Lynch right behind him. Bryce Fontaine in third. 86 is still dropping back on the inside of the 31 right now. We're seeing a heck of a battle, but Shane Cochran looks like there's something wrong going out there. He might be just taking it easy, seeing if he can just ride along, but looks like these cars are catching up to him pretty quickly. William Kern is going to take that fourth spot away from him, and Cochran's going to drop back to fifth. Long season left, but man, I'll tell you, if you can punch your ticket here at Bristol tonight, that's going to be the best time to do it. That way you can relax all season. You don't have to worry about it a whole lot. You're already punched into the playoffs. There's not going to be a whole lot of stress of trying to make it in on points. I'll tell you, a lot of people were stressed out seeing if they were actually going to make it or not.
Yeah, it's definitely a relief as the driver when you get that win and you know you're locked in. You're able to just go out there and maybe take a few more chances, especially at the end of a stage, to get some extra points or something like that. Knowing that if something does go wrong, it's not going to affect your season.
Well, it looks like these guys are starting to file out a little bit. They're racing a little bit smarter here. 41 in the 4, battling it out. 4 on the inside, can't really take it out. Oh, and he goes back on the inside again, seeing if he can pass that 41. It does look like he's able to get that spot. 41 slowing down a little bit. Barrow able to take it away. Barrow clawing himself back up into the top 10. Outside of the 94 at the moment. 77 down low. They're going to be coming out of the pits with that damage fixed. Three wide right there with Menchaca coming into turn 1 and 2. 94 and 11. Split him out wide. 4 taking that position away. Menchaca dropping back a little bit. 3 wide with the 66, 29, and 41. These guys are going to be battling out. Coonan on the outside behind the 66. 94 jumps back up onto the track. That was a bad decision. That's going to go ahead and throw out that yellow flag again. 94.
We had some great racing taking place there. You don't usually see these guys running 3 wide lap after lap here, but they were doing a great job of it.
No, they definitely were. Unfortunately, Barr came back up on the track after touching that wall. Came in, smacked that inside wall. I don't think he was able to get it back down. Coonan trying to avoid that crash. Up into the 85. Coonan didn't take a whole lot of damage. Yeah, Barr having big issues. That tire is not moving on the front of that car at all. That front left is just destroyed after he hit that wall. So I don't know if we can even blame it on him on that aspect.
I think once he hit that wall, he was just along for the ride.
Yeah, I agree. And you can still see like that it's just dragging that tire across the track. Really unfortunate event to see it happen like that. That's all right. We still got a lot of this race left, ladies and gentlemen. The Down and Out 133 is not over. We are going to keep going, pushing hard to the end, and who's going to come out on top? Probably one of our picks because we're the best pickers in the world, right, boys?
Without a doubt. Looks like the 7 of Harris got our lucky dog there.
You know, I didn't actually pick anybody. You know, let's see. I'm going to go with Wesley Lynch. I think Lynch is going to be really, really good here. He's a great short track driver. Gallman's, one of the best short track drivers I've seen in a long time. But right there is Lynch. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to Lynch. I think he's going to be able to take it home tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely capable. Him and Gallman do a lot of late model racing together. So, you know, it definitely helps when you get on these bull rings.
Well, I'm really having a hard time deciding whether that top or bottom's working better. Seems as if the top's getting that bigger run like it was doing in the trucks, but the bottom just shaves off so much time compared to the top.
You are absolutely right. And like I said, when I was running the other night, I was doing the same thing. I was just staying up top towards that middle area. It gives you a lot better takeoff off that corner. Green flag's out. 71 takes it. 31 up into the wall a little bit. Lynch on the inside. He's going to go ahead and take that second position away. Oh, almost. Not yet. Fontaine's going to be pushing that 31 up besides Lynch. Lynch is still fighting for that third spot.
Yeah, I think the high side's definitely the fastest way around, but, you know, I noticed Cochran's still diving down, running it lower. It's going to be really interesting if they can keep enough green flag laps that these guys start to catch the lap traffic. That might really play into the advantage of somebody like Cochran who's able to run that low line.
If they do wind up catching lap traffic, it will be fast under green flag. It should only take them maybe 10, 15 laps to start catching up. And it looks like we have a yellow. Did anybody catch? I know looks like Barrow was involved, unfortunately.
Hey, we can't
Barrow is backwards on the track. Let's go ahead and see what happened there. 32 of Menchaca just off the wall. Comes down onto Barrow. He's going to be taking some damage there, unfortunately. Not a whole lot, so I'm hoping he's going to be able to use that time to get it fixed rather than the fast repair. But, man, really not what you want to see for Barrow, unfortunately. Still a lot of racing left, so he's definitely going to be able to get back up front. But, man, fifth caution here at Bristol.
You jinxed my pit.
I did not. That is not fair.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a long race. I believe in him.
Oh, I do too. Absolutely. Being one of my teammates and part of the admin team and knowing what kind of experience he has, man, definitely, absolutely has the ability and the drive capability to be able to take the win.
Mm-hmm.
'71 of Kenneth Gallman's going to start back up front. William Kern is going to be heading up that second spot. 12 positions from where he started. Bryce Fontaine in the third spot, still sitting right there, not going nowhere. 7 spots from where he started. Wesley Lynch in the fourth spot. Chad Ashley in that fifth spot. These guys have been doing pretty good on those restarts. I'm not going to lie. The restarts have been looking real decent.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the restarts in the truck race, I probably would have finished higher than I was, but that's alright.
Well, the truck race, they are fighting hard out there because they got a lot less laps, but again, understanding how hard to fight and when to fight is very important, and everybody just seemed to be fighting as hard as they could, tooth and nail, every single time the restart happened. So unfortunately, that's why we wound up with a patient race instead of a green flag fest. But I'm telling you, it's still worth something. They did it. They came out and put in a hell of an effort.
Absolutely.
As we're double file restart, pace cars jumping off the track, heading back to the Geico restart zone. 31, 71, gonna battle it out here. Lap 42 at Bristol.
Oh, Fontaine either missed a shift or spun his tires there a little bit. Cochran's trying to get around the outside.
Fontaine dropping back. Here we go. Campbell's able to take that position over Marion in that 11. 66 jumps in front of the 32. 32 on the outside of the 8 car back there. 8 going to be on the inside of the 66. I can hear some people bouncing off the wall back there, but it seems like they're able to maintain green flag. Kenneth Gallman's still up front. Wesley Lynch is now in second place. That's going to leave Kern right behind him, hot on his trail, 11 spots from where he started. Still a decent little gap between Gallman and Lynch, about 2-3 car lengths. Ooh, 31 looking on the inside of the 33. Not able to get there, unfortunately. Lynch catching on to what 71's doing. They're going to be teammates out there working together. Sparks flying off those cars.
Kern gets down to the inside, trying to make the move.
Almost, but not quite enough. Bryce Fontaine's going to be creeping in on the backside of Lynch over there. Lynch able to cut off a little bit of the speed of the 31.
Yeah, it looks like Lynch has dropped down maybe a half a groove there for a while, just to kind of block the runs the 31's getting. But here he comes again on the inside with a big run.
Down low on the inside of Lynch. They make a little contact, but they're going to keep going. .31's dropping back behind Lynch a little bit. 41 on the inside of 3 right there. They're going 2 wide, 3 deep. Ellswick had to check up a little bit to make it around that one. 98 gonna have to slow down a little so he doesn't spin that car out. These guys are doing a great job of maintaining. Here we go. We got some actual racing going on, guys.
Gallman actually able to pull out to a 1-second lead over Lynch right now.
A lot of different action going on the track. 29 up into the wall a little bit. Able to maintain his speed. 4 on the inside of the 45. Taking that position away. Morrow, he's going to be creeping back up. 1 lap down. He is the highest lap driver at the moment, so he will get that lucky dog if it does come out. Hopefully he does not wind up being involved in that. 29 swiveling a little bit. Looks like he got a little loose up in the back of that. Oh, 4, 32, 29 side by side. 29 up into the outside wall a little. Oh, the 41 hits the 32. 32 jumps into the wall a little bit there.
Oh!
And we have a caution.
It's like the 45 spun around.
Yeah, it looks like the contact between 41 and 32. So the 41 and 32 got into each other right there. 32 up into the wall, and then that caused the 45 to come down into the 48. Lynch
What a hit
taking a
into that
couple.
outside wall, man.
Yeah. That's going to be some heck of a lot of damage. I'm hoping he's going to be able to maintain. Tracker still showing that he's in second place.
It's unfortunate this early in the race to have to use that fast repair because, you know, you try to conserve it for the end of the race because normally how it goes the last 10 laps. So
I did not get a chance to go out and test the Cup car here. What type of fuel mileage were they getting out there?
I think at 50% they were getting like 100. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Close to that, if not. I was more concentrated on keeping the car on the track. It was definitely a difficult drive. Experiencing the rework and how slippery it is coming out of the turn, man. If you come in too low and gas it too hard, you're done. It's over for you. So you almost have to be completely straight to gas it.
It's kind of how it is with the trucks. You know, you come into the corner, you let off, and kind of have to wait till you're about halfway through the turn to start letting into the gas because you do it too early and you slam that gas too hard, you're just going to go right around coming out of the corners.
Double foul restart, 71 on the inside, 33 on the outside. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pace cars off the track, back to the Geico restart zone. 71 in control, jumping way out front. 12's going to be right behind him. He's going to go ahead and take that position away from Lynch. Awesome jump from the number 12. He's going to be creeping up on that 71's back.
What a restart for the 71.
Oh, absolutely. Let's go ahead and ride along with Mr. Bryce Fontaine real quick. Coming out here and doing a great job of winning races. Like I said, unfortunately, his teammate is not here tonight, and that could hinder him in the end. But you don't always have to have somebody to work with here at Bristol. But the down and out 133 is far from over, guys. We got a lot of racing left, and who knows who's going to be up front. They're going to be Bryce Fontaine riding that wall hard.
Yes, he is.
You got to watch out. With these cars, that wall's like a vacuum. When you get in, it'll suck you in there.
You got a caution.
And it looks like there is a caution out. It's going to... It looks like it's going to be the 32, possibly.
And I believe race control I heard them call that this will be the stage break then now.
And that's going to call it for stage. Menchaca with the self-slide, unfortunately. Ooh, hard up into the wall. That's probably going to be his engine right there, unfortunately. I don't see any smoke coming off, though.
Yeah, he has had a rough night tonight. He's hit the wall, he's been hit, spun around.
Yeah, it looks like he might have jumped to the pits. No, he didn't. He actually entered pit lane on his own. Well, I'm hoping he's able to get that fixed, man. Looks like we had something happen with Coonan just a second ago. No? Let's go ahead and go back live up to Shane Cochran back up front again. 71 in the 12 decided to go ahead and take that pit option. They're going to be pitting for stage, but 86 and 33 decided to stay out. They're going to have to be careful on that blue line right there. If they cross that blue line or touch that blue line, they are going to get a black flag that is non-removable.
Well, you got to keep in mind it's only a single lane pit exit, and got to keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, we had a lot of issues in the truck race with pit lane, so we tried so hard to explain to these guys on how to do it correctly.
It's a very interesting strategy to stay out and not come in here at the stage break. I mean, they probably only have another 30, 35 laps of fuel left. You got to hope that a caution comes out during that time, because if you have to make a green flag stop, it's, you're almost 2 laps down here until you get back out.
Well, and because you got to go all the way around the pit, I think you may be more than that. I think you could go almost 5 laps down. So you're going to need the whole field to be doing the same thing you're doing. If not, you're going to have a really rough ending to your race. Still got people going down into the pits. 77 now going down in.
I'm having so many issues here.
Justin Openchowski up front in that beautiful looking car in that 96. Fontaine representing with that Eternal for his team.
It looks like everybody except those top two made a pit stop.
It'll be rough for tires on them. You'll get left behind.
Yeah, I really have to question this strategy. Maybe they know something we don't know.
Super possible, but here we go. Double file restart. Lights are off the pace car. We're about to go green flag racing here at Bristol for the down and out 133. Pace car off the track, 86, 96, gonna battle it out here. 96 getting good jump, 86 not able to get that far away. Maybe one car length. They're gonna battle it out right there in the front. And 71 and 12 are gonna be down low, trying to take that spot away. 12 gonna be pinching hard up atop, 98. Nice little slide job there. '86 riding that wall, seeing if he can get some of that speed. 96 doing a great job on the inside down there. Trying not to fall back. 31 is going to be creeping up as well. '52 down low. He's going to be creeping on the inside of that 54. Just tap the wall a little bit. Campbell looking to take that spot away. '23 down low. Coonan outside the 94. Going to be able to take that pass, sliding up top. 8 going to be down low with that 94 as well, with the 66 of Ellswick creeping on in. Ooh, the 23 of Coonan gets loose a little bit, but he's able to maintain it. 4 is going to be looking to creep back up into that top 10. Here, a lot of drivers just barely touching that wall, coming in and out of the turns. That is where, ooh, 29, that was not a small tap. We're already, how many, 83 laps into a 250 lap race, so these guys still got quite a bit to go, not quite halfway yet. 23 down low with a 54, 86 keeps tapping that wall. He's going to have to be careful up there. Shane Cochran falling back. 11 giving the 29 a little bit of a bump. Looks like 86 is now straightened it out. He's going to be moving back up positions again. Bryce Fontaine.
Like my back in it.
Yeah.
There you go, Barrow.
Barrow up into the top 10 now. Has gained 4 spots since the last time we've seen him. He's looking to possibly get some of those stage points. Looked like we were almost 3 wide there with Lynch there for a second. Lynch falling in line behind the 3 in front of the 29. Cochran still looks like he's not able to get back up to the speed he was maintaining when he was up front, unfortunately. 33 is going to be down low for the pass. Three now down low for the pass. Something's going on with that 86. It's just not able to get back up to speed like he wants to be. He might have took a little bit of damage from that outside wall, possibly. Dustin Haynes making his way around the track in that beautiful Goodwrench number 3. Looks like these guys are just taking it easy now, just relaxing, waiting for this next stage to come out. Doesn't look like anybody's pushing crazy hard. Like I said, they just had to shake the cobwebs off, that's all. .12 still out front, 71 right behind him. Kenneth Gallman not letting him get anywhere. Gallman, one of the better short track drivers we have here. .71 creeping up on the backside of the number 12.
Turns out Bryce is only like 30 minutes away from me. That's a beautiful 12 car.
It is. That Eternal Racing looks really nice tonight. 7 blinking out a little bit. Number 4 riding that high line. 32 of Menchaca getting loose a little bit. Barrow going to have to dive down low. All 3 teammates are going to almost be 3 wide right there. Lynch slowing down so he didn't push it that 3 wide. 4 is going to go ahead and take that position with the 33 right behind him. They're going to go ahead and push past that 32. And the 29 or the 92 is also going to push past 32 with the 94 following. That's how easy it is to lose 4 spots here. Just a little bit of a slowdown, and that's all it takes. 92 now on the inside of Barrow, fighting hard for that spot. Barrow's going to be in that 9th spot. Looks like the 92 of Yancey is a lap down. So he's not actually fighting for position. He's fighting to get position back. Yancey looks like he's slowing down a little bit there. Barrow able to catch back up on the outside and pass. Menchaca fighting his way back up. He's looking on the inside of Barrow right there. Barrow's still riding that high line, trying to get around. Menchaca out a little bit. 92. I couldn't tell if they made contact or not. They're going to be skating around that bottom line down there. The 86 is going to be slowing down, or the 89 slowing down a little. After a while, your tires, they just turn into ice skates out here. .94 on the inside of the 4. He's going to go ahead and take that position. Jay Barr fighting it out with Ellswick. Ellswick up into the wall a little bit. That's going to slow that number 4 down. Let the 3 on the inside of him. Barrow loses 3 spots. Oh, and it sounds like we have a crash involving the number 3 car. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened.
Get out of the way, bro. Respectfully.
66. He bumps him a little bit. Oh, that was huge net code between the 11 and the 3. Barrow even net code a little bit with the 3. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, he was not even close to him.
Not even close.
I got the lucky dog. I get the pit, right?
I don't think I've seen that before.
So I don't lose a lap.
No, that was insane.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there was nothing between them. Nothing. Well, and as we have Thomas Coonan now up front, taking the lead of the race, 12 behind him. Little bit of controversy between those guys. Hopefully they can keep it clean on the track tonight.
Yeah, it looks like they are coming in here.
Well, it looks like 86 is going to be back up front. Shane Cochran, he's the only one that didn't pit in that stint right there.
Yeah, but I believe he must have green flag pitted because he's multiple laps down.
Oh, he might have. But that's going to put Bryce Fontaine back out front. He beat Coonan out of the pit lane, so that's going to give him that front spot. Thomas Coonan going to take the second spot. Justin Openchowski in the 3rd. William Kern in the 10th, up 10 positions. And then Kenneth Gallman still hanging on right there in 5th. He ain't going nowhere. As we're getting back to double file, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going back green flag here in moments. Pace cars off the track. 23 and a 12 are going to battle it out. 23 with a slow start. 12 is going to get a huge jump for the lead right there. There seems to be a lot of chatter in the drivers' mics.
Oh! The 52 turns the 8. Eight might have come up the track there a bit.
That involved Chris Campbell. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened.
Still have a black from that passing under yellow.
Oh, it does look like it might have been the 52, actually. They were racing side by side. It looks like the 52 didn't get up high enough. The 8 looked like he was still running his line. It didn't even look like the 8 moved, really. Unfortunate. Oh, no, he tapped the 52 a little bit. They just get into each other, involving the 4 and the 41. No.
I believe that is the second big contact for the 8 tonight, so I do not believe he has his fast repairs left. This is going to probably be a long stop for him if he's even able to get back in.
Yeah, that is very true. I thought he wasn't going to get back in from the last one, honestly. I'm telling you what, though, pay attention to that 23 and that 12. They're going to be battling it out pretty hard.
Yeah, there's no love lost between those two, so this should be interesting.
Unfortunately, Bryce doesn't have any backup. His team isn't on the track with him tonight, but Coonan has the exact opposite. He does have teammates.
Well, Fontaine's got Kern out there. He is a...
Oh, does he? Oh, okay,
same
okay.
team, yeah.
All right, so Kern is up there in that 4th spot, so he should be able to help him out. So shoot, maybe Fontaine has a little bit more help than Coonan does. At the moment.
Come on, bro. Come on, okay. Hi, 45.
These guys are going to double file up. Lights are off the pace car, about to drop off the track. When's our next stage?
140.
140. So we don't have that much longer to the stage. Pace car's off the track. Geico restart zone. Green flag's out. Bryce Fontaine getting a decent little jump in front of the pack. '23 fighting with the 96 of Justin Openchowski, trying to take that 3rd spot. '96 jumping up in front of the 71. 71 looking on the outside right now. Followed by Lynch. Lynch is right there behind the 71. Coonan's going to fall back to that 3rd spot. Unfortunately, that's going to put William Kern, Bryce Fontaine's teammate, right there behind him. Internal Racing 1 and 2. Well, with 2 teammates in front of him, Coonan's going to have a hell of a battle trying to get up front again. But he did it once. Maybe he can do it again. Openchowski able to stay in front of that 77. Lynch looking on the inside, seeing if he can poke his nose right there underneath that 71. 71 does poke his nose under the 96, and we have a caution flag out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and see what happened there. Looks like it involved the 48, unfortunately. Oh, 48 just up into the wall, down into Ellswick. Ellswick able to maintain it. Let's go back and take a little bit of a look. Let's get a better angle.
Was on the bottom.
Looks like they were riding doors a little bit, and he just came out and slid out a little. Doesn't look like he took too much damage, but he definitely hit that 66 pretty hard.
Yeah, good job by those guys behind him to sort of split it. Some go low, some go high. Everybody else avoided him.
Amazing work by those drivers right there to avoid that crash. Couldn't have did it any better myself, sir. Fontaine's still going to be up front with Kern right behind him. Coonan looking to take that spot from both of them. He's going to be trying to get up front. I don't know. That 31's got a decent paint job. I like that purple for the Pride and Trust painting scheme he's got out there tonight.
Yeah, it is nice. The purple chrome effect with the flat black looks good.
Here we go. Green flag. Bryce Fontaine always with that good jump. 31 is going to be heading to the top side. Coonan's going to be looking to that bottom. 96, Justin Openchowski on the outside of the 23, trying to take that third spot away. 71 is right behind him. A lot of battling going on back there. Jay Barr behind Barrow trying to catch up. Barrow now up into the 7th position, doing a great job of trying to claw his way back up to the front.
Definitely seems like when you can get up front and get that clean air on your nose that you're definitely able to drive away from the guys behind you when they start battling a little bit. We saw it earlier with Galman, and now we're seeing it with Fontaine.
Yeah,
I feel like dirty air was a big part of the truck race as well, at least for me as a driver. So.
Yeah, if somebody gets out in front of you, it just takes away the whole momentum of your turn. Even in the, I mean, going into the straight isn't too bad, but once you hit that turn and somebody's in front of you, you're definitely going to feel it. You're not going to turn as easy as you were. Oh, it looks like we have a caution.
Stage caution. Stage caution.
Is that for the stage?
I believe I just heard race control.
That is stage.
That is going to be stage, so we don't even need to go back for a replay on that one. Good job, boys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, this is turning out to be a heck of a race. We're almost halfway, a little over. Actually, we are over halfway now. 142 laps of 240. Stage 2, we're going to go ahead and go into stage 3 with 90 plus laps.
Actually, a little over 100. Looks like about 108. Everybody's going to pit here because, hey, maybe we'll get lucky. They go green the rest of the way. That would make this really interesting.
Oh, man. That would be phenomenal to see these guys be able to do that for themselves. Sorry, the chat is just now populating. Looks like Brian Williams. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Ryan Crawford, the Ashley boy is so good, the rest should call it quits. Yeah, all right, let's tell them all that. Looks like we got JK out there. Race. Lister Racing, Boogity Boogie, let's go racing. Appreciate you coming out, boy. OCS Racing, good luck, drivers. Justin's out here kicking ass, doing a great job for OCS. Brian Williams again. I hope nobody gets hurt. We've had a lot of hurt feelings already tonight, so hopefully nobody gets more hurt than they already are. Lister Racing says, message from Mad Brad. Glad to be here. Glad to have you, Mad Brad. Appreciate you showing up. Ryan Crawford at BW. Do hurt feelings count? Yes. Yes, they do. GEC NASCAR League admin. Let's go borrow.
Sure would be interesting if we got a green flag pit stop here.
Oh, that would be the highlight of the night, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. I wanted one back in the truck race, but we really didn't get it. So I'm just fingers crossed here.
Well, go ahead.
Galman beat Fontaine out of the pits there. I'm
I
wondering
seen
if he
that.
only took 2 tires.
I don't know if that would have been a great decision, but if they get a caution, it might not have been a bad one. Pace car's off the track. 71 with the jump. 12 lagging behind a little bit. 23 behind the 12.
I mean, he came in, I believe, in 4th or 5th spot, so I can't see that. One guy might have slid through the pits and he got ahead of him, but I can't see that he was able to jump 3 guys unless he did something to shorten up his stop.
Car is scraping that wall up, trying to get around those turns. Sparks flying everywhere. .41 on the outside of the 02.
Fontaine making a move for the lead here on the inside of the 71.
They are side by side coming into turn 3 and 4. 12 is able to get up in front of that 71 and take that lead. Coonan looking down low with the 71 as well. He's not out here to play any games. He's out here to take home a win. Coonan is looking for it. Doing a great job up there maintaining that front. Only 100 laps to go here at Bristol for the down and out 133, ladies and gentlemen. Turning out to be an exciting race. 23 on the inside of the 71. Let's see if he can get it. Not yet, but let's see right here. It might happen for him. So close. He's got that nose out there. He's just fighting that 71. Looks like he is going to be able to get up in front of him. Sliding a little bit. Got a little loose there. 71 right behind him on the inside. Coonan had to slow down. He tapped that wall down into the 31. They're able to maintain.
Oh, and he's going around
sideways.
Oh, and the 66 gets into him.
Right in front of the 66, unfortunately. 66 has had an unfortunate night tonight. He's been caught up in 2 or 3 of these crashes. I'm hoping he didn't take any damage on that, but we seen that one live as it happened.
There's going to be a little post-race chatter about that because I believe Galman gave Coonan a little bit of a bump and run there. Nothing egregious. I mean, he just got into him, got him a little loose, and Coonan chased it up the track, but he just wasn't able to catch it. And that was all she wrote.
Yeah, you seen it right there. A little bit of a bump, but it looks like he had plenty to be able to hold it. It's just in that second corner when he got hit by the other car is when he really lost it, unfortunately.
That bump and run, that's racing. I mean, as a driver, when you get it happen to you, I've been there. It's not really fun. It does get you a little bit riled up. That will probably, at least I'd have a talk with the dude, but that's racing. The rest of it's just kind of him just trying to fight the car and it just not working with him.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, that's a short track move to get by somebody.
Yeah. No. Kind of. I feel like he could have just hugged that bottom line and been fine. Just the way it's been. I mean, the tops just has phenomenal runs every time. If you hit it just right, you're just going on the straights. But I don't really. I didn't really see that there from the guy running the top. But yeah, it's racing. I sure ain't
Man,
trying
we
to
are going to
back
have a
down
lot of
from my
reviews.
pick. Yeah. I ain't trying to back down from my pick, but that 12 sure does look fast tonight. Just hopefully Barrow can get him.
It's like Coonan chose not to use his fast repair. Definitely has a little bit of front end damage. Front end's pushed in a little bit, and he's got a little damage on the left rear. See how that affects him when we go back to green here.
The bottom got caught sleeping there.
Yes, they did.
Are you asking for a black player?
No, because it's stupid.
12 taking that lead out front with 2 car lengths. 33's not trying to let him get away. Barrow got to fight a little bit because of the hold up on the restart there. Losing 1 spot. Looks like he's able to get that spot back. He's going to be fighting down the backstretch now. Let's go ahead and ride along with the 33 of Lynch. See what he's got going on inside his car. As you see, they're coming right out to the edge of that wall. Staying towards the middle lane, it looks like. Bryce and Lynch both.
Barrow is rim riding it around the outside. Making the move up into 4th place.
Go ahead and ride around with Barrow. Barrow was up 17 spots from where he started. Right behind the 71 of Gallman. As we've said before, Gallman is a good short track driver. If he can just follow him around, he's going to learn a decent line around here. But Barrow seems to know what he's doing already. Here we go. It looks like... Oh, Barrow down low with the 71 on the inside. Looks like he might be taking that spot away from Gallman.
That's my pick. There you go.
There he is, and he moves up into that 3rd spot.
Yeah, I really believe the 71 probably took 2 tires on that last pit stop. He seems to be fading off here a little bit.
A little bit of contact back there. 57 up into the wall, or 52 up into the wall a little bit. Campbell. 8 looking down low with a 52. He's going to get back in line, start falling behind side by side with the 45. .52 on the inside, 3 wide with the 29. They're going to go ahead and break out of that and keep it moving with the 48. 3 wide again, 45, 02, and 29. These drivers are getting so close to that inside wall. Openchowski able to maintain in front of that 71. 71 falling back a little bit. Still got that Dexcom looking good out there. 96 going to be in that 6th spot. 45 side by side with the 52. '29 up into the wall. Seems the 29 is having a lot of trouble staying off that wall. He's going to be falling back a little bit because of that damage.
And with the separation and pace now with some guys out there with damage, it looks like the leaders are now going to start getting into some lap traffic here in another lap or so. As Fontaine is closing in on Menchaca.
Yeah, Menchaca's barely half a corner away from him. Somehow Menchaca's still trying to be fast. He's not trying to get passed by the leader, I swear. 8 right behind the 52, trying to take that spot. 52 slowing down a little bit. 8 looking on the inside, not able to grab it. 52 with a little bit of damage as well. Barrow losing 1 spot to that 94 of Jay Barr. Jay Barr is now going to be in that 3rd position.
This is a really good run for Barr.
No, absolutely. He's doing a great job out there for... they got a brand new team out there, Racers for Christ, so they're doing a really good job. A lot of contact back there between those 2 cars.
Running over people is not cool, man.
You came down on my nose, friend.
Let's look
Yeah,
and see what happened right there.
Past Lynch
86
up in
and the 31.
Barr up in the 2nd place, and it looks like he's actually starting to gain a little on Fontaine.
Never doubted him.
'86 takes that position away. Didn't look like it was the most friendly manner to be able to do it, but he got it done. I hope the other driver didn't take any damage from that. Openchowski now right up behind the 86. Fontaine passing some of that lap traffic.
Lap traffic is too wide in front of him. That's going to make it interesting. There goes Barr for the lead. It's going to use the lap. Oh, the leaders are in the wall.
No way. Yellow is going to come out here at lap 188. Let's go ahead and take a look. It looks like Barr just came up a little bit too hard in front of Fontaine, unfortunately. Fighting so hard for it. I don't think he realized how close he was to him. That's really unfortunate for Barr. Just said he was running a really great race tonight. Let's hopefully that doesn't take too much steam out of it, but...
And he really didn't need to push it that hard. He had the lap car up high. One of the Yancey brothers there that he could have used as a pick. Just slid up the track a bit there.
Looks like Shane Cochran is going to be getting that lucky dog, possibly.
I think the person this is a break for is Galman. He had fallen all the way back to 9th place. Got it. Take a look here. I gotta think he's probably coming in to take tires. Yes, he is.
Bunch of our front drivers coming in for the pits. Fontaine looking probably to get some of that damage repaired. If he doesn't use his fast repair, he's definitely going to fall towards the back. These guys still got a little under 60 laps to go. Coming out, 33 out, 4, 96, 31. Bunch of drivers wound up hitting on that one. This one I think they're going to be expecting the last one for the race, so they're going to get it out of the way. All those drivers able to make it out before the pace car comes around. Good job. Fontaine definitely using that fast repair. He's gonna put it. That's gonna put him in second place. Lynch on the inside for first. We are double file. Lights are off. Pace car. Justin Openchowski on the inside. Barrow on the outside of our leaders, right behind him. Here we go. Pace car's off. Fight to the Geico restart zone. 33 with a decent jump. Fontaine looking on the inside of the 33. Not able. Oh, Fontaine wiggles a little bit.
Yes, he did. He got a little loose there.
Openchowski and Barrow battling it out. 12 side by side.
Oh,
96. Woohoo! That was
looking
close.
to make that 3 wide almost for a second there.
It looked like he was going to be able to take it. Lynch, Fontaine battling it out door to door. Bumping and grinding, seeing who can get that first spot. But Lynch has a teammate behind him, Barrow of BDRN. Fontaine's going to be out there with his teammate in 5th place. So he's not going to be that close. Barrow into Fontaine a little bit.
Oh, and the 31 around into the wall. Hard.
Yellow comes out. Contact between the 4 and the 12. Oh, man, I think there was a huge gap between those guys when that had happened. Maybe not.
Yeah, it looks like Barrow maybe just pushed up the track there a little bit. Was maybe carrying a little too much speed. I don't think either one of them suffered that much damage, but the 31 definitely took a hard hit.
Yeah, the 31 and somebody else, it looked like. William Kern, unfortunately, looks like he's jumped to the pits. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But that's going to be Bryce's partner. The 11 and the 31, so Marion and William Kern both down into that inside wall. Oh, you hate to see that for Barrow, Fontaine, 31 and 11.
Yeah, that looks like a little bit of netcode to me.
It definitely seemed like they had a little bit of space, but Barrow was coming up a little bit. Ultimately, they were able to maintain it. It was just the correction from behind them that I think actually brought out the caution. Did we get a claim on that one?
We did. Barrow claimed it, but that's why I'm looking to see if it's netcode.
66 down into the pit.
Copy. 4-car claim.
Sounded like the 4-car might have claimed that. Second incident, Bryce Fontaine has been in the last 2 cautions. Still able to maintain that car. Didn't look like him or Barrow took a lot of damage, like you said. Barrow is going to go ahead and take the EOL, unfortunately. With that decision, would you guys have chimed up and taken that? Or would you have just stayed up front and taken the extra points if it was your fault?
You know what? It's just hard to tell when you're in the car how obvious it is. Sometimes it looks like it is your fault, and it isn't.
Well, even if it was, would you risk it being up that close to the front?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's got 50 laps left. He's got time. There's going to be a few more cautions.
Yeah, that is true. He's clawed his way from the back to the front a couple times in this race, so I expect to see him back up front soon. Cochran now on the lead lap again. He's going to be right in front of Barrow in that 13th spot, but Barrow only falling back down to 14th. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pace cars off. 33 and 96 for the restart. Green flag. 33 with a decent jump. Bryce Fontaine on the outside of the 96, not able to get there. 96 taps that wall a little bit in front of Bryce. Bryce is going to have to check up. '96 hunting into the wall again. He's going to have to stay away from that wall a little bit. Bryce Fontaine on his inside down there. Oh, and it looks like the 96 is around.
Oh, around and... Oh!
That is going to be a
Pile
big
up at the
crash
back
right there. 96 into the 41, just spinning, hit by the 94. Looks like it knocked that right wheel loose.
Oh, yeah, 96 with major damage. He cannot drive straight. He's driving at a 45-degree angle.
Oh,
Hopefully
a lot
he still
of
has it.
contact.
Oh, and then he spins just trying to get down to the apron. Even if he has his fast, he might have to tow in here at this point.
Oh, I'm hoping not. That's going to put him a couple laps down. He is a front contender.
Lucky dog outside. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Harrison, how fast in front of you? Never mind, go ahead. You're good.
It does look like he did have to tow out on that.
I got Menchaca, he'll come up here. Oh, okay. Menchaca, can you look?
At a
No,
12, got
no,
him.
he entered. It said he entered it. Oh, it did say he jumped to pits. Oh, you
12
hate
just
to
got
see
him a
that.
little bit loose, and he just overcorrected a little bit, and it snapped back to the right on him, and there was nowhere for the people behind him to go.
Well, at least he has that fast repair. He might be able to get back out there, I'm hoping. We'll be 209 by the time this goes back green flag. That leaves only 40 laps left here at the down and out 133 at Bristol, and it has been an amazing race so far. These guys have been doing a great job out there. Hell of a lot of effort coming out of that top of that field too.
And this is just what Barrow needed. He's worked his way back up to 8th spot now after restarting.
I don't know how that just happened. How did Barrow get back up there already? That's crazy.
Well, he managed to avoid a couple of those spinning cars and get through there.
It does look like he has a little bit of damage on that front end, though. I'm
It's
hoping
like
that's
we
not
already
gonna
have
hurt him.
3 cars that have been retired on incident points.
3?
3. I see 29 car, 66 car, 89 car.
Oh, you know the 66 is going to be upset with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Here we go. Pace cars off. Drag race between the 33 and the 12. 33's up front. Here we go. Lynch able to get a decent jump on Fontaine right there. Not a whole lot of laps left in this race. I hope they can keep their heads on. 12 in the 33 with a big lead on the back. .48 on the inside of the 11 right there next to Jay Barr. Barrow coming in hot. 3 on the inside of Barrow. Barrow still looks like he's able to maintain speed. Barrow looks like he's going to be looking on the inside there. 48.86! Oh. Snaps out down into the 48.
That's a big hit.
86 lane, 86 lane.
Copy 86 lane.
Oh, it looks like he just tried to correct it. Oh, he came off that wall is what happened.
Sure hope that driver on the bottom has a fast repair.
Yeah, that was a big hit into the inside wall.
Yeah, right into that 48. Oh, man. Ugh. Oh, I hate to see that right here towards the end.
And I believe that may have retired the 48. Guessing he might have went over his incident points there because he has disappeared.
Oh, you hate to see that, man. Got to be so careful, but sometimes it's not even your fault.
Dog wasn't caught up, but I still need my EOL for claiming the caution.
Copy black cleared, EOL given.
Looks like Barrow is out too.
I sure hope not.
No, I don't see him on the track anymore.
Does seem to have disappeared.
Leader will take off.
He's been involved in a few today, so that might have been, if he even caught a little piece of that, might have put him over the incident point limit.
Man.
Oh, God. You know Barrow is going to be devastated. That was a good run by him, man. Clawing his way to front to the back multiple times.
Yeah, he definitely had a fast ride tonight.
Yeah.
Looks like we are only down to 8 cars now on the lead lap.
Well,
I'm impressed with the 8 car. He has been involved in a couple hard hits tonight, yet he's been able to use his lucky dogs and get back up there on the lead lap. He's gonna have to be careful. I'm sure he's close on the incident points, but right now he's running in the top 10.
Lynch with a decent start, but Fontaine right there behind him. 71 on the inside of the 11 of Jay Marion. Here we go. 218 to 250 here. 30 laps at Bristol goes by pretty quick. 12 on the inside of the 33. 33 touches the wall a little bit. Lynch not trying to let go.
Oh,
Lynch up into the wall, snaps into the wall. Trying to fight for that position. Not what you wanted to see for Lynch. Fontaine is going to be out front. Lynch continuously losing spots now. '71 going to be behind Fontaine. Fortunately, looks like Lynch took a good amount of damage on that hit. Fighting with Bryce. '12, '71, and '11. 1, 2, and 3. Sounds like some slowdowns back there. Somebody hit the wall.
Oh yeah, we got Menchaca up into the outside wall, but and there the 77 just turned somebody down into the inside wall. That caution is what Lynch needed to see for sure. Can jump in here and try to get some repairs.
Yeah, it looks like the 41 had to correct and slow down a little bit. And the 71 was already coming in. Klaus Brahm taking that turn, unfortunately.
I believe it was the 77, not the 71, but...
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was Whitehead.
I need to get up there.
Only 23 laps to go here at Bristol. It is going to go by extremely fast, ladies and gentlemen. Campbell coming around top. Or was that Cochran?
Lucky Dog. That should be 82 Yancey.
And we do have a couple of the lead lap guys here diving in to put on some fresh tires. Probably with only 9 cars on the lead lap. Not really a bad idea. If you're towards the second half of that group, go ahead, go in, take advantage. However, I think they may have come in. Not sure if they were below that line or if they entered the pits on the wrong side.
'41 looks like he's coming around. So he's going to be still up on the lead lap. Brahm breaking the top 5 for the first time today. The 02 right back there as well. Here we go. Pace cars off. 71 and 12 are going to drag it out through the front stretch. 12 with a big jump. He just cleared like 4 car lengths on the 71 on that restart. 33 of Lynch is back up front again in that third spot, looking to gun him down. '94 passes the 02. Sliding up, made the 02 check up a little bit. 8 catching up to the 02. 3 on the outside of 8. 45 slowing down. Brahm able to take that position.
'71 creeping up on the 12 here as we're about to catch some lap traffic.
'94 Jay Barr is looking to get back up front again, chasing down the 77.
Oh, 12 using the lap car as a pick there.
Gallman right there. Lynch and Gallman right there. Teammates right behind Bryce. Bryce looks like he's slowing down a little bit. He's going to be on a little bit of older tires. 77 got to check up.
40 here. Just 10 to go this time by.
71 on the inside of 12. '33 putting on a little bit of that pressure as well. He's not looking to get left behind. Bryce up into the wall a little bit. 77 able to maintain that first position. They're not giving Bryce any room. 33 is right there. He's going to go ahead and take that pass as well. Bumping Bryce back into third. 33 into second. Nice slide job by the 33. Just barely getting up in front of that 12 with a little bump.
And that was not what Fontaine wanted to see. Those two teammates in front of him there. He seems to have lost a little bit. And now he's got to try to work around, back around two guys.
Now with this many laps to go, teammate or not, what do you got? What are you doing?
I think they're going to wait until the last lap or two, and you know, these two will race each other hard, but they've raced a lot together on the short track, so you know, it'll be clean.
A little bit of wind out of Fontaine's sails right there. Go ahead.
I'd wreck my grandma for a win in here, to be honest. I'd say, teammate or not, I'm fighting for it. That's a truck race. That's what I told Nick. We were running together first and second most of the race, but he just pulled away at the end and got it. I'm proud of him, though.
No, he did a great job. You all did a great job. Just amazing effort by everybody.
Working lap 247.
Fontaine with the wind out of his sails. It's just going to be the two teammates, 1 and 2, 71 and 33 out front. I knew it. Fontaine's tires were falling off.
This 33 is going to get him. He's just got to play it smart.
33 on the inside.
Yep, there he goes.
Coming down to the white flag here, and yes, Lynch underneath.
Last lap, ladies and gentlemen. Lynch going up front in the 71. 71 fighting hard to stay there. No, it's not going to happen.
Just pulling away.
Lynch coming out on top here at Bristol. Crossing that finish line for the down and out 133. Lynch taking the win. Oh, that was an amazing finish, everybody. Amazing finish. Thank you all for being here. Give us a second. We'll get our drivers around for our driver interviews, and we'll see you then.
That was awesome.
Appreciate it, man. That was fun.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our driver interviews. We're going to go ahead and start off with the one and only, the 33 of Wesley Lynch. Lynch coming out here punching off the playoff ticket in race 2 of season 6, man. How does it feel?
Man, that was, I don't know. I'm ecstatic right now. That was such a fun run tonight with Gallman and Menchaca, the teammates at Skidmark. Man, what a show. It was fun.
Well, there was a lot of battling back and forth. You had a lot of hard-fought victories, moving from the front to the back a couple times. Out there with battling with Fontaine, obviously a lot of pressure out there, but it looks like having your teammate out there up front with you helped out a lot.
Yeah, it definitely paid off having another Skidmark car up here at the front with me. So it was it paid off right there. I still had a faster pair right there at the end of the race. Unfortunately, that incident was my only 2X of the whole entire race.
Wow.
So, and I'm stuck.
Nope, you're good.
You're gonna gas it.
I'm stuck.
Well, either way,
Anyways,
Lynch, great job.
It was such a fun run, man. It was nice to be able to get some good green flag racing laps in, get the tires hot. Fun Bristol racing tonight, man. That was a great.
Hell of a 250 laps, man. Congratulations on your win. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's win?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to the guys over at Skidmark. Without that team, things like this wouldn't be possible. Walt with Laughing Llama Wraps, to a pretty sweet red, white, and blue Skidmark scheme on this car. Also, you guys broadcasting this. Give a shout out to Race Control as well. He does a great job himself, Austin. I done it again, man. Who's the main sponsor?
The main sponsor for this is the NPC.
The NPC. Appreciate them guys for throwing this together so we can put a show on for the fans each week.
Well, thank you again for coming out every single week consistently and just putting down the pressure. Great win tonight, Lynch. You've now punched your ticket. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to our second place driver, Kenneth Gallman, one of the best short track drivers we know and our last season's truck champion. Gallman, how's it feel?
Man, it feels great. After last race, I took an early exit. I needed this on the rebound for sure, especially if I expect to be in the playoffs. So I'm so proud of Wesley for him to get that win. I'm still trying to figure out these cars a little bit as far as tire wear is concerned. This was a good night I learned a lot. So it was fantastic, man. Some really good racing.
Well, and again, we've seen what kind of dominance it really shows when you're good at what you do. And you came out and dominated the Truck Series last season, took home a championship. How's that trophy, by the way?
It's good. I got you a picture coming. I got to get with Menchaca, and I'm gonna paste a picture of Wesley's face on that picture. So holding up number 1. So it's coming.
Awesome.
I love it, man. It's beautiful.
Awesome. Well, and again, thank you so much for coming out here and just showing us what it's like to be a champion driver. And we expect to see you in the winner's circle a lot this season. Thanks for coming out.
Hey, quick question for you, Galman. I think it was the last stage break there. Did you take 2 tires? Because you jumped from about 7th or 8th up to the lead, and you seemed to fall off a little after that. Was that a 2-tire stop?
I did not take any.
You did not take any?
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot I had them unchecked, so I had to deal with what I had.
Nope, you did a great job tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Absolutely. First and foremost, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, this isn't possible for me. I'd like to thank the boys, the BDRN boys at Skidmark. These guys, we push each other and we compete. So we put in a lot of work this week. And I'm thankful for those guys, and thankful for my wife and my son and my dad who keeps encouraging me. Laughing Llama Raps, he did a phenomenal job on this PPPLC Porta Potty Pooping Solution Chevrolet. And if you don't notice, it's Darth Vader on the side. It's kind of funny, and that's what I wanted. He did a good job with it. I'd like to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast here at GC and the NPC sponsorship, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate all y'all.
Absolutely. Again, thank you so much for coming out and just being a dominating force and moving up to the Cup Series and putting some pressure on these guys.
For sure. Hopefully I can do that some more.
Absolutely. Last but not least, we got Jay Marion up in the booth for the first time this season. Man, Marion out there killing it. Just a couple incidents you wound up getting caught up in, but you wound up coming out on top in the podium. How does it feel for tonight's race? All right, looks like we may have a communication issue with Marion. I don't see him actually here.
He's in the lobby.
All right, so we got Marion. Marion, you got a copy?
And now he's muted.
All right. There he is. There he is. Great job tonight, Marion. Got involved in a couple incidents, but found your way back out front, man. How's it feel?
Feels good. Just a survival race. Kind of disappointed because I think I shot myself in the foot there at the end with pitting. Didn't have the track position, had to get around lap cars, but ultimately a good night.
No, you definitely came out and showed us a lot of effort, man. Moving a little bit from the front to the back. Like I said, you got caught up in a couple things, but nothing too major. A few drivers got, their incident points caught up to them, but you guys up front seem to have been doing a good job, and congratulations on taking the podium, man, and coming out each week and just putting out a hell of an effort.
I appreciate it. Can I get a shout out?
Absolutely.
Shout out to Tachyon, Randy Sproust, Hami Osborne, Jason Bombard, Brad Wilson. They were helping us throughout practice this week, and I just want to give a thanks to those guys.
Absolutely, man. No problem at all. Is there anybody else you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
You guys for putting on a great show. This is my favorite league. The field is always tight, always great racing, respectable guys to race around. This is a phenomenal league. Other than that, I have nothing.
Awesome, Marion. Thank you so much. Veteran driver for GEC. We appreciate you coming out each and every week, man, and just putting out a great effort. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it right there. Thank you all for coming out to tonight's race. GEC NASCAR NPC Cup Series Down and Out 133. We will see you guys next time on the track.